does here, but it froze Jalen Ramsey, who was looking to pick 6-1 and take it the other way, and oh boy, that was really lucky right there. And this is what's been happening.
You know, on all the other ones on the fourth downs, it's been just traditional runs and not much there. You know, Kindle Vildor just lets.
They got man coverage. They bring CeeDee Lamb on a little short motion. Looks like it's going to be a drag route, and he just runs a little whip against St. Jude's.
So you know, corners right there, just stab him really quick. Get your.
It's a little bit perplexing to me is the night that he has had, and granted, 75 yards of that was on.
Watch Josh Reynolds get up the seam. He's the one that pulls Andrew Booth to the middle. Just that little stutter, it takes your eyes off of Khalif Raymond.
The coverage, you can't ask any better. The catch, phenomenal catch. Good route. Surtain doesn't bite.
Tackle, and this is why the Texans have given up big plays. They've just not, they've blown coverages. They haven't been able to make tackles at times.
A play. Look at all the hand fighting here with Eli Apple on the outside. Diggs.
He is making this a very difficult decision here the last month or two. Justin Fields, and whether or not.
Right, they're going to clear the inside, and watch this. Now he has him. Now the ball just has to be between him and the
safety's going to come up here and watch Puka Nacua just get through this thing and give the quarterback an opportunity.
Devontae to be able to go get it, and he comes down with it. Nice route, inside, back out. See him raise his hand like that.
Christian Benford, and nobody wants to try and cover this guy one-on.
From Illinois.
And they love him. They love his versatility. Quan Martin, he can play deep safety. He can play in the slot.
Trey Palmer is their fastest wide receiver, but J.C. Horn, he's one of those elite corners.
They're the only school that allowed him to run track and play football.
You don't know how quickly the quarterback has to make this decision to throw the ball up the field where it's a go route or to make the back shoulder throw. He has to glance over there, and at the same time,
it's a double move or something unique, but it's not. I mean, it's just they're running right past them. And I don't understand.
Wilson here at the bottom of your screen, number 14, working on Michael Jackson with the double move fake. So basically, fake the
Third and long coming up.
Well, if they're going to focus on him this much, he may set all the records.
Like the play, we're doing it right here. And Clark Phillips is in really good position, just like he was on the touchdown. But A.T. Perry adjusts to.
See Garrett Wilson working here against Sean Wade. And Wade gets those.
That pressure comes man-to-man coverage, and there's no retreat. Xavier McKinney never took a backward step, was never threatened.
At its top level, it's getting multiple guys the ball. CeeDee Lamb, Ferguson, Sam Howell today.
Now concern for Gilmore, has had an excellent season for Dallas. Yeah.
And this is what Dallas wants to be. First down, throw the ball. Brandon Cooks working on the young rookie. Forbes on the outside, little comeback route. Last week against Detroit, they got run heavy, didn't get a lot.
Clark Phillips, a rookie from Utah, his head is back, he sees it, disrupts it. Chris Olave just bouncing it to himself.
Outside, over the top of the defense, and you see Smith and Jigba, it's double post.
And playing better around the quarterback. Johnny Munt does just that right here. It's not just the O-line of protection. Look at that play.
Sliver in the zone defense. Safety can't go over there quickly enough. The corners.
I don't understand how guys can do this. Watch the momentum carrying him to the outside, but watch him in the air.
Right, and so he's got deep third, and he just tracks this ball all the way down and just gets his.
You want to be 100%. You want to feel 100%, and he's just been grinding at it. I don't know what a Caleb Evans is doing. Obviously, a blown coverage. You thought you had help over the top. It looked like Andrew Booth got caught in the middle of the field.
See Rager matched up here on the outside with DJ Reed. Bailey Zappi places this ball perfectly, and you see Reed, he's got his eyes back there.
Marcus Williams, who knows better than this? You know right here, look, that's safe. The tight end is underneath Patrick Queen. He doesn't go over top of him. He's underneath him. You don't need to.
And then Tyreek is just going to drive down the field. So they achieved a little balance by getting Craycraft open on the other. Andrew Van Ginkel got his hand on the ball, and that catch and feet down.
Oh, yeah. You cannot do that. You're going to watch us down right up here. He bit on the inside. You can't. You can see he's running this route. Watch this route. It's a really nice route. Going to go in motion. Now get him. This is on Surtain, right? And Surtain is as good as there is.
Dudes get right inside that safety right there, throw it, and Tua has all the guts in the world.
Jones is a good player. He is. That kid, he'll jump on that coverage and he can run. He's got excellent hips.
Coming across the top right here. Watch him punch right at that ball. You see the hand get in there? His left hand over the top, and
that's what they teach you right here. Go under, right through the middle, and push it out. Boy, that was close right there.
Yeah.
Almost an incredible catch.
It would have been just amazing. Tyreek Stevenson.
The offense, and then you've got picks by the defense. All three defensive backs basically ran into each other there. Little short yardage route here. Just watch the in and out of this coverage. And as you saw Wilson start to break away, a little grab of the...
Oh, you don't really want to reach the ball across the goal line. You see if you fumble it, we all know what happens, but when you're one of the best players in the league.
He'll take off in motion and basically gain speed, and then nobody can stay with him. This ball was probably underthrown by 7 or 8.
And just watch the timing of this. Tolbert's running a corner route, and Dak just purposely...
Run a little snag concept. Just sit down right there. Let the tight end work outside of you.
Philadelphia in a season, and they held up beautifully.
In lockdown, there is no, they always say this, there's no defense for the perfect throw.
Sure.
That was
limping after the INT. Shepard, the intended target.
It's an interception in the end zone. First down 10.
You want to talk about throwing a guy open. I mean, watch this back shoulder. Wentz just throwing it on that back shoulder.
Catches and about 19 more yards to set the 2 rookie records.
Yeah, he's just going to come off that little drift route right there in front of Ward.
Acquired in a deal with Tennessee. Makes the tackle.
This is what we're talking about with Waller. That's a one-on-one.
And Washington's playing a real soft zone, trying to keep everything in front of them. They clear out the corner. Forbes on
throw out to the sideline. Conley does a great job stabbing at the top of the route, getting to the outside, and there's a You can see him right here. Just running that out route.
Couple of young defensive front of Philadelphia, and Tyrod Taylor, he hung in there and took the hit with a big time.
They don't give up a lot of air yard plays down the field, and those are...
Well, he's just going to run up the wheel right here and then work scramble drill. Basically, those little hash marks on the sideline, those are the ladder.
The clock keeps running.
Yeah, he had no momentum going forward.
Now you got to fight
and adjust this protection, but he knows he's got the fade outside to Wilson. Trey Brown, number 22.
Watch the route first. You're going to see they're going to be playing his zone, so he gets on top, right? And now he just right there. That's where he hits that gear. And
right on the right side for a hold, but this should have been a touchdown or an interception.
From right to left. You're going to watch this on the top side. They're just going, man. Now Devontae right there had a shot, but then it was close. And this is a matchup that they've had. The first game was a great game. He limited him to 2 catches. Surtain right there.
What a job. Unbelievable catch, but a great job of extending and getting out of trouble. Good job continuing to move and taking a wicked shot.
Taylor just sitting back, reading the quarterback, and then it's just a straight line. Perfect contact on Watson.
It's just really, it's fun to watch. Outside there, keeps his balance. Jump to the outside, back inside on a spin.
There are adjustments that they make as you see a quick screen on this one out to Wicks. But Love ranks number 1.
He picks up 37. That started with really nice work in the pocket by Gabbert to step up, and then Hardman able to just snatch it out of this catch of the year for Tyler Lockett.
Watch him at the top of the route just peek outside for a second before he rips in the middle. See him just the details on his route, knowing when to slow down before he got.
He's a big man. Look, there's this. When I watch this Denver offense, I see these receivers and I can't understand.
Plenty of cushion. Look at all this space. And DK Metcalf is just going to run a little stop route right on the outside. Well placed.
John Jenkins, the safety, was undercutting the flat. So when the ball was released, I was like, oh no, this is going to be
inside the 31.
Week 11, the first matchup between these two teams. Ridley had 7.
And the ball slightly behind where his head's at. No chance for him to make a play on the football, but a good job of securing this football to the ground by Shaheed.
Jaguars take their second lead today.
Keep an eye on both safeties. It's going to be Ridley going down, but watch the safeties. They're looking up the middle of the field. They both sit, so there's no help for Murphy Bunting over the top. Any question about whether or not Trevor Lawrence could throw it down the field just got answered. Hit Ridley right in stride.
And you mentioned Sean Murphy Bunting was beaten.
But they go right here with the run action and put Desmond on there. And this is just a great job of being patient, understanding that there's going to be time for
up by Ingram on Wallace. And instead of throwing it to the corner, he throws it back shoulder.
Shy of his 5th pick 6. Well, he's just looking at Logan Woodside's eyes right here. And they never leave, you know, that in cut right there. And that's too easy. The ball security is not Tiki Barber approved right here.
Not at all.
Not high and tight.
Nor is getting hogged down by Chris Lindstrom.
Chris Lindstrom's effort. You got to give him credit.
You know, not really the play calling that we saw in that last one where they went right down the field where they were getting up the seams. This has been more outside.
On the outside, and this ball, he places this really perfectly. You have to see how much Gardner got on this. Remember, Gardner
picks up 5, 18-yard line, picks up 5 on that lunging reception. He was
to secure that catch, but it's zone coverage again, and a great part of this is the reset. We saw it right there, the reset of the angle by Drake.
They've got to get this figured out. Coming out of the slot, you can see right there C.J. Gardner-Johnson coming all the way up. There's nobody back deep. And watch Justin Jefferson, 18, kind of the top of that stack. Watch right here, you're trying to get, not really the back shoulder throw, but just behind. And
Jacksonville's going to bring 7 guys. They come pressuring after. Cisco's back in the middle of the field. Hopkins is going to be working up the field. There's nobody in the middle of the field, so you think you got an easy throw, but Cisco's reading it all the way. He jumps in front of Hopkins.
And put him at the 34.
How they've decided this is man or zone, but it is man-to-man on the outside, right?
Yes.
It's one-on-one on A.J. Terrell, and A.T. Perry goes up.
Time right as the sideline was starting to squeeze the play.
Peoples-Jones had 3 catches in his first 7 games at the Lions, but
take a look at the all-22 right here. You're going to see crossing routes going this way, and Bijan coming there. The guy that he's got to negotiate the throw on right there cannot get to the flat, and it's good execution driving it in. Alontae Taylor he's in that tough spot where you've got to be able.
Very complex, but it frees your wide receivers. I mean, watch the space that Justin Jefferson has right there. I mean, it's really well done with the design.
Comes in motion to the right side. You'll see him work in the back of the end zone. Tannehill has patience.
Yeah, we're going to catch it. We're going to see it right here. His pitch just goes to the corner route on Demario Davis. And he gets 1-2.
And it goes for 36.
Just watch him at the top of this. It's really good finding that soft spot. So you've got underneath coverage and deep coverage, and you just kind of throttle it down. And you create that nice little window in between cornerback and safety.
Defense right here. Scotty Miller goes in motion, and it creates a bunch set. Bunch sets are the hardest thing for groupings of defensive players to pass off in man-to-man coverage. Obviously a bust right there by the New Orleans defense. Really good design right there.
Yeah, and watch Josh Metellus right here, 44. That's kind of a tough duty, right? Going up against Sam Laporta, who's had a fantastic...
Yeah, this was about as bad a series as you get for the Bucs.
With max protection up front, and it's Nico Collins, and there's no disguise to what he's doing. It's just a foot race. He takes off on the deep post. It's rookie Juju Brents who's in coverage on him, and another perfect throw. And he's going to start like he's going to go inside. And then when he comes out of it, you see all the space that he's able to create, and there's the hit right there. But he reads the coverage. He's got his eyes down the field. He puts the ball.
Like, I just wouldn't. You see Jack right here. I would...
See that he has at the end of this play. It looked like Hutchinson had a chance. Let's take a look. There's a grab as he's coming out of that route. Sure enough, that ball was.
We asked Baker Mayfield, how much do you like Chris Godwin? He said, anytime. This is nice coverage. J.C. Horn. I love the way J.C. Horn.
Anything behind it, he just threw it to a spot.
Watch here. He's looking at him the whole way and just layers that ball perfectly.
Watch the way that he stays square, understands what the route's going to be, and just keeps running with them.
Pass play.
and all it is $9.99. Everybody's going deep on their routes. You don't get the safety over there.
Minshew, he feels the color out in front of him. He couldn't lead Granson. You see